What is up, guys? It is Sam here, and I wanted to give an earnings update for the month of April. Before I do that, make sure you press that red button that says subscribe, and there's a little bell notification. Just gently tap on that bell notification so YouTube can notify you every time I post a new video. So, I'm not going to drag it out. I'll tell you I made $1,922.51, as you can tell by the fucking title. Pardon my language, Sonny. But I want to give you some context, just so you know the layout. I'm going to give you some context. I'm going to tell you how the numbers changed. Some of the ones that I didn't make money on this month, which I made money on last month. And tell you some caveats about this. So let's get started. Back in the beginning of November, I went through and I decided that I was going to make a living from online. And my original thought was that it's primarily going to be from YouTube earnings. And so what is making a living online? I need a source or multiple sources of income that needs to be cover my living expenses, right? So what are my living expenses? And that's where I go through and I take my mortgage, my gas, my insurance, my food costs, all of the costs involved, right? My gym membership, just every single thing put together. And that is less than $2,000 for a month. Per month. I live very intentionally, and I don't spend money on things that don't bring me a tremendous amount of value. So I only need $2,000 a month, actually slightly less than $2,000 a month. So that number, 1922, is very close to $2,000. And my number to probably leave, I think this is my job, is probably $3,000 a month, but I think I'd want it for about 3 months in a row to know that there was consistency in that number. And it's been 6 months and like 2 days now. So the amount that you can, and my original intention was to get there by the end of March 2020. So about 74 weeks or something like that. Over a year, right? About a year and a half-ish. And I'm almost there 6 months in. So when you have intentionality about what you want to accomplish and you strive for it every single day, the amount that you can accomplish is astonishing, right? Like before November 1st, I made $0 online. Zero. And then every single day, I'm just consistently trying to make myself better, put in more work, understand some of the nuances, provide more value so that this will continue to grow. And I feel very blessed that I'm in this situation, but obviously this has only been 2 months really of making, 5 months of making money, but 2 months of anything like pretty decent. But I do appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys. So don't forget to press that thumbs up button for that. Thank you so much. All right, so now let's get into this. What is not included in this number? My salary. I work in financial services. My salary, my income from my job is not included in this number. I have a duplex in Florida, which is a long-term rental and an Airbnb combined. Airbnb income is not included. The long-term rental income is not included. The equity paydown is if you have, say, a $1,000 mortgage every month, say $800 goes towards interest and $200 goes towards principal. That $200 is income because it's building your net worth. I did not include that. Another thing, the tax benefits from the depreciation on the property are not included in this. So if I were to factor in those, this would be over $2,000 a month. However, I am letting that sit because my partner and I are working on potential renovations on the property. So we just decided not to have any withdrawals for the month of April, May, and probably June. We'll do the renovations. So that is why they are not included in this number, because they're already earmarked for renovations. Now, relative to March, by the way, if you want to go see how much I made in March on my channel, just look up $14.54 and 57 cents. I think that's I have the numbers right here in front of me. So just look up earnings report for March or something like that, and you'll be able to see what those were. So one of the categories which was included is the value of products that I got for free, and one of the companies was sending me free supplements that I already use and I already make content about. So I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I'm going to buy this pen anyway, so I might as well. If you want to give me one for free, cool. I'm going to buy this pen. I'm going to talk about the pen anyway. So, like, it made perfect sense for me. They were very, I want to say juvenile, but I don't mean it in the sense of a negative. They're just new, not necessarily experienced in business, and did not follow through on their end. So I got about $182 worth of free product in the month of March. They were supposed to pay me. They never paid, and they never sent out the additional products for May. So no longer, they just stopped responding to emails. Just word of caution, when you're doing this kind of thing, get the money up front. Not that I would have done this content anyway, so not a big deal for me, but I wanted to let you know. Another thing is the referrals that I had in the month of March. So Robinhood, which is the brokerage platform that I use for trading options, there's a link in the description. If you click on that link, if you sign up for a brokerage account and fund it, you get a free share of stock. I think you can fund it with like $5. You don't have to put a shitload of money in there. But if you do, it's free to trade. So you don't have to, like, if you have I wouldn't say you should probably trade, honestly. Just invest, meaning for the long term. I wouldn't say probably trading is a good idea for the vast majority of people who watch this, but if you wanted to, you get a free share of stock if you sign up. I had one of those in the month of March. I had 0 in the month of April, so referrals from Robinhood are 0. In the month of March, I had a car that I was able to acquire for $500 and then sell for $1,000. So that $500, I did not duplicate that in the month of April. So that $500 category is 0. Now we have 3 sources of income for the month of April. I'm going to start at the lowest and I'm going to work my way to the highest number. And I'll talk about each one as we go through. So we have, excuse me, we have, I'm going to start with YouTube earnings. So for the month of April, I made $21.42 from YouTube. And you might think that that's not substantial, and depending on your frame of reference, I would agree. But I look at more of the growth. This is much more of a longer term play, right? So $14.57 is how much I made in March. How much I made in April was a 47% increase. So if you just potentially played that out, right? It doesn't take long for that $21 to be pretty substantial. On a monthly basis at a 47% growth rate, that's substantial. And that's what I'm talking about. Now, the little nuance around this is that I got approved for earnings in the in the early part of March. So the first week and a half or so of March was not monetized. So if you go from 3/4 of a month being monetized to a full month being monetized, even if the ad rates and everything are the same and the views are the same, your earnings are going to increase just from that because you have additional days. So 47% is not strictly due to the growth in views. Just wanted to let you know that little caveat. Also, the Amazon. So this is the next category. Amazon earnings. So that was the thing that I've actually been making money on for the past 5 months. The total amount that I've made from Amazon so far is $92. $35.81 is what I made in April. So if you go back, I'll start in December and then just come forwards. So $23.80 in December. In January, it dropped because it's the holiday season in December, so more people use Amazon. So it dropped to $13.80. February, it dropped again to $10.23. So that's not fun, because those are basically I'm working for free because I'm getting like, 12 bucks or $13 in January, $8 in February, but I'm putting out content on average like 3 pieces of content per day. So that wasn't super motivating, but it is what it is, and I knew that I was in it for the long haul. So then for the month of March, it increased from February from $8.23 to $10.55. And then in the month of April, right at the very end of April, there was like 3 or 4 days in a row. By the way, what Amazon Associates is, so if you click on one of the links in the description, you go purchase that, or you go purchase anything else within the next 24 hours, and I will get credit for that. It doesn't cost you anything more. It doesn't cost the person who clicks on the link anything. It's just telling Amazon, it's almost, think of it as like Google. So you pay Google, right? You pay Google, $1, $2, $17, whatever it is, to send traffic to purchase something from Amazon. It's the same thing, but it's like Sam. There's the link in the description. If you click on that link and you go over, Amazon pays me as like the advertiser type of thing. That's the way I think about it. So throughout the vast majority of the month of April, there was barely anything, and then around the 20th, I think there was a sale or 2 sales, and it went up to $14. So I was like, oh great, $14.50. That's more than what I did in the month of March. And then in the last like 3 or 4 days of April, there was like sale after sale after sale after sale, where the first half of the month there was virtually nothing. There was like one sale for like $1 or something. So I finished the month of April with $35.81. That's cool. That is and I should have pulled up the numbers. Well, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to do a specific video for Amazon and talk about the clicks and the conversion and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to hear about that video, let me know down below in the description, or just subscribe and press the bell notification, and YouTube will tell you next time I did. So the growth rate from March to April in the earnings was 239%. That is substantial. I don't necessarily expect that to continue because that would be pretty crazy to have another 200% growth rate from April to May. But that would be cool if it did happen. I would honestly expect something more in line. It's more sporadic, but I would probably expect something more, between $10 and $40. I have no fucking idea, honestly. This is so sporadic. It's only been 5 months in, so I have no idea how much I'm going to make from Amazon in the month of May. Now, last category is options trading. So if you want to check out some of those videos, I have lots of them on the channel, and I will be making more. For the month of April, let me pull up the specific Robinhood. I started the month with $4,900, $4,986.29. That was the 31st of March, 31st of March. And then I finished the month with $68.48.71. So I also had a week in there where I lost $5,300. So that shows you like how much I was up. But shit happens. Like, it is what it is. I still made $1,800, which is amazing. And so if you look at from March to April, the growth rate I started on the 10th of March, and then I went from March to 10 days into March to the end of March, and I was able to grow at about 17.5%. So I made $741 from that. Now, the growth rate actually increased from that 21 days in March for the full 30 days in April. I had a 37% increase in my capital, which is astonishing. $1,800, like, that's fucking amazing. So that yesterday, so now this is May 2nd. So the amount, we'll see how much I can make in May from the options trading, but this week has been a little rough for the options trading. Oh man, I forgot to track what it was at the beginning of the month. I wonder if there's a way for me to do that at the beginning. Oh no, I'll just use the numbers for the end of April. Okay, sorry. So this month or yesterday, I had not a great day in options. Some crazy movement, but my target is to beat the $1,800 that I made in the month of April, and make sure you press a thumbs up for that. That would be amazing if I can get another growth. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep the portfolio value the same. I'm not adding any additional capital, but if I can get another 200 or 2,000 bucks or 3,000 bucks in the month of May from the options trading, if I get another 150, 1,000 and 1,150 bucks basically, that would put me at 3,000 bucks for the month of May. And then if I did that for May, June, July, maybe we could see some interesting videos about piecing out from where I'm at potentially. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. We'll see how YouTube grows. We'll see how Amazon grows, and we'll see how the next 90 days play out. So appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Like, are you guys on the same path? Are you guys trying to make money online? Let me know. What can I help with? What are your questions? Or reach out to me on Instagram. There's a link in the description. Sometimes it takes me a day or two to get back to you, but I will get back to you. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. Peace out.